Hello guys, thanks for joining me once again. Now, I was having a wander about in nature a little while back, and I had sort of a moment of enlightenment, you might say. This Arktis Smock that I wear, you might have seen in recent videos, I thought to myself, have I done any content on this? And lo and behold, I haven't. So I thought I'd share it with you today, what it is, how useful it can be, and who it might be useful for. So, starting with the back, we've got a Velcro adjuster, so you can adjust the hood lower down or higher up, depending on your preference. You've then got the adjusters, standard sort of adjusters on the side. Okay, so you can see there, these little tighteners, you know the type. Now, to the front, we've got the arm pocket. Everything else with the pockets, the chest pockets, the lower sort of standard pockets down here, okay, they're all mirrored except for this arm. On this model, which is the Arktis B110 Combat Smock, this only exists on the left arm and not on the right arm. Okay, to the front you can see we've got these large breast pockets, if you like, and then just next to that we've got a map pocket which goes underneath, and it goes right from the shoulder area down to sort of mid waist, well, a little bit higher up than the belly button, if you like. Okay, just take you in for a closer look. Right there. Below that, I'll lift it up. Sorry about the angle, guys. If you imagine this is the bottom of the jacket, okay, and you've then got two large pockets again with Canadian buttons. Okay, just to show you there. You can see there's this sort of flat piece of material to give you sort of extra peace of mind when you put the items in there. Okay, so the material, I don't think I've spoke about this yet. It's a polycotton ripstop material. It's melt and drip resistant, so if you've got a fire going, for example, and some embers come off the fire, land on the jacket, it's not going to melt or drip either. And this ripstop material is also hard wearing, so if you get caught on, I don't know, some thorn bush or something like this, it's going to be quite hard to rip it, to be honest. I've had this for a while. It's very durable. The zippers, now they don't say YKK, they actually say SBS, believe it or not. So I don't know if those guys have had any input with it, but it's definitely a cool jacket regardless. On the inside you've got these tighteners as well, so you see the sort of middle part just here, this line like an equator going around the body. They're fastened by this. Okay, you've got some Arktis branding. I'll bring you in a bit closer, and then you've got another area where you could put your name, etc. here. Okay. On the other side, just a small label. Right, it's got a two-way zip as well, so if you're out in nature and you get a call of nature, you could easily relieve yourself. Right, alright, you've got Velcro cuffs, if I show you there. Very simple. I prefer these personally. What sort of stuff can you carry in it? Well, I've gone a bit extreme, but let's have a look. In the bottom pocket here, we've got a snug pack patrol poncho. On the right hand side, I've got a little lantern, and a orange John Wick EDC pouch. Okay, so if you are out in nature, might be a good idea because you'll be able to find it quite easily. I've got a knife, fork and spoon there. Maybe you fancy a sit down, so I've got the closed cell sit mat there. On the inside, excuse me, technical difficulties there. Yeah, on the inside, guys, as I was saying, being British, we love a cuppa, so I've got a jar of coffee, maybe an ideal jacket for shoplifters. Alright, don't say that. We've also got a large Yeti drinks bottle. So you can see some of the sort of size of the items. You could easily fit mess tins, a small sort of survival kit. The Smock, as we know, often used as a sort of last line of items by soldiers. So if they do get separated from their webbing or their Bergen, for example, they've got something to rely on contained in the Smock to help them in those situations. But who's it suitable for? Like I say, bushcrafters, photographers, hunters, people who just want to put a few more items in a jacket, you know what I mean? And like I say, I can't say anything bad about this personally. £150 currently in the UK. So will that be maybe 160 in America? Maybe I'm not sure. But like I say, on the Arktis website, it comes in a wide range of colours. I think there's something like 27, 29 different colours, different military patterns as well. Like I say, you've got DPM and all these other colours. So if you are an outdoorsman, you've got a lot of choice basically. A great Smock. Like I say, it's water resistant, not waterproof. Personally, I would put like a thin waterproof underneath. They do more expensive versions, Arktis, ones with waterproof drop liners and the like. The reason I didn't go for that personally is that if you've got something with a waterproof drop liner, I find that a lot of those sort of things in the past, although you might be protected from the wind and the rain on the outside, you'll also sweat like F on the inside, you know what I mean? So it's swings and roundabouts really. I prefer to sort of get a bit wet and dry out. But yeah, everyone's got their own sort of personal preference. There are a few others with sort of more sort of interesting features, like there's one with a sort of netting to hide your face if maybe you're a hunter or that type of thing. If you're in a country that you're going to have a chance to do that, or more of a chance. So yeah, what else can I say about it really? Is there anything I'd change? No, I don't think so. I think it's a pretty good item, reasonably priced, and I can see it lasted me a long time. Okay guys, I just thought I'd share that with you, and as always, look after yourself, keep going, I quit.